Welcome to my 13th Zhangji Checkmate method video, and today we'll be looking at the horse cannon checkmate. Now the features of the horse cannon checkmate are that the attacking horse be on the same file or the same rank as the opponent's general, and that we use the cannon to enforce the checkmate. So here is our first example of a straightforward horse cannon checkmate. And it begins with red taking their rook to check the general. Notice the general can't capture the rook because of our general, so he must move forward. We go to our sixth file here to check the general, and he it's a sacrifice, but he really couldn't make it another decision anyways, right? Again, he can't go to the central file. We now take our cannon and capture green's cannon, check. Green must move his advisor here to the center file, kicking the catapult out from underneath us. But now we take our horse and provide one for the checkmate. Here's our second example of the horse cannon checkmate. And we notice that red's in a very compromising position here. And in fact, if it were green's turn, it would be checkmate in two moves. Right? It would start with green moving his rook back here and checking the general with both of these pieces, in fact. Red would have no choice here but to move his elephant in the way. And then by capturing that elephant with the rook, green would get his checkmate. So red really needs a miracle here, or not a miracle, but a well sequenced checkmate. And that sequence begins by pushing our soldier to the center file. You notice both these advisors are pinned. This one by the red cannon over there, and this one by the rook. So green captures that soldier with his general. We take our horse that's on the riverbank here and move him up here, check. And the general goes to his fourth file. We take our rook and bring him back one spot, check. The general moves over to his corner. Now we move this horse here and bring him to our eighth file, checking with our cannon. Green captures that cannon with his elephant. But now we just capture that elephant with our other cannon. Checkmate. So here's our third and final example of the horse cannon checkmate. And here we start with horse coming to here to check the general. And green replies by moving his rook 2 spaces back, pinning the horse's leg down, and in fact threatening that horse. We push our rook to the back file over here, check, and green moves his advisor here in the way. Now look here, this is a brilliant move. We go ahead and capture that. This is a great move because, see, general cannot capture that rook without checking himself. But this guy can't. But this green rook can't capture our rook without exposing himself to check. So in fact, green must move his general forward, and then we go over here and capture green's rook. Green's general must retreat. We move our rook from the 6th back to the 4th file, checking the general here. The general goes to the corner of his palace and we capture the other advisor, check. General must move up a spot, and finally we have checkmate by moving our horse back here. Checkmate.